family. I hope all is well in your world. I'm Marlene of Marlene Motivates, your channel for motivation, inspiration, positivity, and mindset shifting. If you're new here, hit the like, subscribe, all of those things. I wanted to come on and do a podcast topic today. Today's topic and title is Widen Your Lens. I first want to start off by saying that a lot of times we only see what is in front of us. We have that tunnel vision. We're not seeing the whole picture. We're not looking at the side. We're not looking at the background. We're not looking at our talents, our gifts, what is meant to be for us and our purpose. But instead, we stay stuck in the negatives. Hi, Tamika. Good evening. Happy Tuesday. Hi, Boss Life Online. And hello to everyone in the chat. Can you please hit the like and subscribe if you're new? And of course, join into today's topic and discussion. So yeah, we only see what is in front of us, and it's normal as a human being. We tend to focus or fixate our mind on the negative things and not look for the positive, not look for the greatness, our blessings that we do have as well. So I just wanted to encourage a mindset shift for all of us. You know, we all need to do a little bit of refocusing, resetting, and reshifting, because we do have a lot of blessings. We do have a lot of great things happening to us. And yes, simultaneously, there are of course going to be negatives. There's always going to be things that could improve in our life and be better. But I wanted to give you all some encouragement to widen your lens, widen your perspective, and allow yourself to mindset shift into more positive things. That's something that I had to learn as a mature, motivated woman, and something that you may have to learn as a mature, motivated woman or man. We have to work on ourselves and to not focus on our past, what other people are doing, and not comparing ourselves to other people. We just have to focus on what is ahead for me, what is my purpose in this life, and what is next for me. So that's the part of the mindset shift. When we're going through things, sometimes we don't think about that certain things have to occur in order for our life to be on the road of positivity, to be on the road of elevation. See, we have to go through things. Yes, I can see you, Boss Life Online. When we go through things in this life, it seems like we're the only ones. We only focus on negative things. And I want to give you all some perspective in this life. Everybody has great things in front of them, and everybody has terrible or hard things that they have to deal with. So one thing that I want for us to do in widening our lens is allowing our mind to think about maybe some of those negative things, maybe from your past. And why it's important to look to our past is because if you don't fix and heal some of the things from your past, you're going to not allow yourself to see great things in front of you, whether it be relationships, opportunities, whatever. There's so much things that we pass by because we're focusing our mind on negative things, on trying to be like somebody else, when if we focus our mind, when we widen our lens to look at what do I have? What do I have personally? What are my gifts? What are my blessings? What do I possess? You know, what have I been through? What have I grown through? All of those things. Hey, puzzle pieces, how are you doing? Welcome in. And I do feel that that's so important for us to not overlook. Don't overlook your past. Don't overlook the times where you went through some dark things. We have to widen our lens because I know it's not the easiest thing, but it's something that's very important. It's very important for us to focus our mind on what we've been through and how strong we are, how courageous we have been, the trials we have overcome. And when we look back and then look in our present, then we allow ourselves to say, you know what? I thought I couldn't make it through X, Y, and Z, and I did. And I'm still here. And I'm stronger. And I have more strength and I have more courage. Hold on a second, guys. Yes, and we have more courage. We have more strength. There's more power. You're so resilient. So I wanted to take this opportunity to give some applause, some celebration to all my motivators family that have been through some hard times, some dark times, times where it probably would have been easy for you to give up, but you didn't. See, that's a part about widening your lens. It's allowing yourself to look back or look in your present, look in this moment and remind yourself, I have every reason to give up. I have every reason to throw in the towel, but I won't because I believe in myself. See, that's the difference. Most people, when they're going through something in their life, they only look at their right here and right now, and they never think that things will ever improve. Honestly, sometimes we have to go through those sad times, those hard times, in order for us to get better, for us to learn a lesson, for us to meet certain people. So it's all about, that's the part of widening our lens and not fixating on the moment. Oh, why is this happening to me? Like we're the only person that has problems. And I'm telling you that from experience because I do that a lot. Hi, Metrosonic. How are you doing? Welcome. I know I do that a lot. I focus my mind on the negative and get myself so down and so discouraged when I learned in mindset shifting that I have to look at, I'm going through this test or I'm going through this trial. And the reason why I'm going through this is because there's a lesson. There's a lesson in every situation. Everything that we go through in this life, it's to teach us something, to heal something, to elevate us, to give us a new mindset and a new perspective. But there's always something that we can grow into from every situation. That's widening your lens, everybody. So you have to give yourself that permission. You know, I had to speak that over my life. Now, I'm telling you that this is something very vital to this conversation. You have to give yourself the permission to open up and widen and not just see the right here and right now. I have to remind myself in those hard moments, in those dark moments, this too shall pass. You didn't need this person or that person, or better is coming, whatever it is. But don't allow your mind to stay focused on the negative and get yourself down and beat yourself down and say, it's me. Because a lot of times we will focus our mind on what happened and not what is going to happen next, not what's to come, not who's coming, not where you're going to elevate, how you're growing your mindset, how you're going to mature. So don't beat yourself up. I wanted to encourage all of you for that. I wanted to encourage every single one of you to not focus your mind and stay stuck on your negative, on the situation, on whether you're getting support or whether you're not getting support. That's widening your lens, giving yourself the opportunity and to just say, swallow it, just take it, take the hit. Okay, I'm not getting the support right now. Has not panned out how I thought it would originally be, but it's okay because everything that is supposed to happen will happen. And I'm strong enough. I'm intelligent enough. I'm capable. And who is supposed to be in my life will be. See, I want for us to give ourselves the permission to not stay stuck in the negative, not beat ourselves up, not just stay in the negative. That's widening your lens. Most human beings, they stay stuck in this time period in their life and never allow themselves to get over it. So I want to say that to all of you. Give yourself the permission to get over whatever it is. Now, I know that this is something that maybe seems strange or weird, but I have to say it to myself many times. Marlene, I give you the permission to heal from this. I give you the permission to leave this relationship. I give you the permission to start something new. I give you the permission to stay consistent, to not give up even when you feel like it. See, a lot of times we feel like giving up. We feel like giving in the towel. And that is the exact moment where you need to stick to it. Challenge yourself to continue on. Hi, Wellness with Frugal Mama. How are you doing? Hey, Realist One here. How's everybody doing? Happy Tuesday. Appreciate everybody being here. And Miss Nexie says, and sometimes we meet certain people to learn certain lifelong lessons. Yes, we do, Miss Nexie. It's all about allowing ourselves to say, you know what? Didn't work how I want to. This is not how I wanted. This is not the person that I thought it was. There's going to be disappointments in this life, but widening your lens is allowing yourself to see things for what it is. Let's not cover things up, hide it, throw, skeletons in the closet, not communicate how we feel. This is so very vital to being a mature person. This is where there's the fork in the road, where people, you literally just go to this and then just stay stuck. They stall because they don't want to go past the pain. They don't want to go past the hurt. They don't want to be accountable for their own actions. See, widening your lens is allowing yourself to achieve personal growth. It's allowing yourself to say, man, I messed up. Or why did I allow this or that to happen? Why didn't I speak up for myself? And that's essential for not repeating bad behaviors, not allowing yourself to stay stuck in places where you need to move on from. Because many times we stay around people longer than we should. We allow people to take advantage of us. We allow people to use us because we didn't set those boundaries. See, in widening your lens is allowing yourself to say, I deserve better. I deserve to be treated with respect. I deserve to be communicated with. I deserve to be treated with love and kindness and consideration. I deserve certain things. That's showing respect to yourself as well, is having a healthy amount of self-esteem, because sometimes there are things that other people do, and then there are times that there's things that we do that may have not been the best decision, may not have been the best behavior. We may not have acted rationally. Maybe we were tired or didn't feel good or tripping off whatever we're going through a certain situation. So it's widening our lens is allowing ourselves to not be like like maybe people from our past, maybe your ancestors. When you get uncomfortable, you deny it. Oh, it's not me. The blame game, pointing your finger at somebody else. No, as mature people, as we widen our lens, as we elevate, as we become more progressive, we allow ourselves to take ownership. I take ownership for me. This is what I did. This is where I messed up, so that we don't repeat the cycle. We don't keep selecting bad friendships and romantic relationships and X, Y, and Z, whatever it is. Stop making bad decisions financially. Widening your lens is allowing yourself to see yourself. No, no hiding things like, yeah, I do X, Y, and Z. And how can I improve this? How can I make it better? And why it's important to do this and widen your lens, motivators, is because you become a better role model. You become a better woman or a man. You become more healed, more mature. And this is what we want, to elevate in this life, to become more successful at whatever it is that we want to do. We have to be honest with ourselves first. Be honest with you. Yes, Metro, taking pride and value. Yes, I'm glad you're doing well, wellness. Hey, Blaze, how are you doing? Yes, all is well. In my experience, sometimes you gotta step back in order to actually see the bigger picture. Yes, I agree with that. Welcome in, Blaze. Hi, Rock Chick Beauty. How are you doing? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. I wanted to say this to everybody. Why I chose this topic of widening your lens, I was taking some photographs this past weekend for something that I do, like my side hustle, my side work, and I was too close. So I was not allowing, the picture. A picture cannot come out well if we do not, center. You have to center the picture, whatever it is that you're trying to focus on for the picture to come out the right way. So like Blaze said, we have to step back. We have to step back so we can see everything. And ultimately, sometimes we have to look at, when the chips fall, like after things don't pan out or don't work out, we have to let the chips fall, step back, look at the situation, be honest, and be like, what did I do and what did they do? And how can I do better? How can I be more mature? How can I have a better behavior? Or what should I have done? And where was I allowing people to take advantage of me? Should I have spoken up? All of these things are so important for our growth, okay? And I wanted to say that to every single one of you. It's essential to allow ourselves to do better. That's something that I had to learn as a woman, that it doesn't matter the situation, how you grew up, whether you grew up with a silver spoon in your mouth or you grew up not having two nickels to rub together. It doesn't matter what you have been through. It doesn't matter if you've been through so many traumas. Not saying that it doesn't matter, but I'm just saying that in a perspective point of view and looking at the grand picture of things. At the end of the day, it's how we allow our mind to look at our life, our situation, and to not make excuses. Everything that happens in our life is for a reason and is for a season. We go through things to grow us, to heal us, to change us so that we can be improved. Well, we should. I'll say it that way. We should allow our past, we should allow our situation, we should allow the things that we go through in this life to grow us up, to mature us, to make us better human beings. When I made this channel to talk about encouraging others. And for me, I could think of nothing that will help others more than to say, we all mess up. We're all humans. We all make mistakes. We all don't do the right thing. Sometimes we could be very petty, very immature, very selfish. But the thing about it is for us to take ownership of that. Take ownership of it. Own it. Don't blame other people for the things that you know. You know when you didn't do the right thing. You know when you should have done X, Y, and Z and you didn't. Now, about widening your lens is saying, I do X, Y, and Z because I love myself. For example, getting up and putting in your mind, today I'm going to have a great day. That's a part of widening your lens, is allowing your mind to shift into the positive and not allowing your mind to stay stuck in the negatives. It's so easy to stay in the negatives. So easy. That's what the majority of people do. They go through something and they're bitter for the rest of their life. They're bitter, they're nasty, they're angry at everybody, but they've never taken ownership of what they've done. Remember, in all relationships, well, not all, well, the majority of relationships, we chose either that person, we chose that friendship, we chose to be at that job, we made certain choices. So in that, we have to take ownership and say, I should not have took that job, or I should not have stayed in that relationship as long as I did. But it's okay. I forgive myself. In widening your lens is giving yourself the permission to heal from things. And I don't know who I'm going to reach with this message, but I feel that this is very important to this discussion to say it. You don't have to be angry your whole life. You can heal. It's not going to be easy. You may have to shed some tears. You may have to be angry. You may have to write some letters. You may have to scream at the top of your lungs. You may have to see a therapist. You may have to shift your location and move away from certain individuals in order for yourself to heal and to elevate and to grow. But I wanted to say to everybody, no matter what we go through in this life, whatever pain, whatever challenge, whatever struggle, difficulty, and loss, we go through situations in order for us to get to a situation for us to grow. You know, I learned from past situations that probably would have broken so many people. I don't know how many people know my story, but in short, I went through a period of so many losses. In the period of 2 years, I lost 5 loved ones. And when I tell you, if something doesn't mess you up like loss, like losing somebody, some people that you love, nothing else will. It makes you challenge everything that you thought of. It's either going to put you under the ground or it's going to help you to rise above the ashes. There's only 2 choices. When we go through painful situations, you rise up or you lay down. See, you can choose to lay down or you can choose to get up and fight for your life. That's what I learned from my situation. I learned how strong I was. I learned who I could depend on, and I learned who I couldn't. I learned to speak up for myself. I learned that we go through situations and life is not going to be easy, but I learned to turn my pain into my power. This is what I want you all to focus in on this message right here and right now. Turn your pain into your power. See, you see how you just widen your lens, you open your eyes, you gave yourself that aha moment, like, wow. See, we have to remind ourselves many times that I deserve so much more than I'm giving. See, it's the thoughts. It's what we tell ourselves. You know, what you think is what you do, and what you do is who you become. Hi, Exina Motivation. How are you doing? Welcome. She says, I do believe that nothing goes away until it has served its purpose. Great thought. Great thought. So I wanted to say this to everybody. Turn your pain into your power. Now, to those of you who are taking notes, make sure you write this down. Turn your pain into your power. How do we do that? It's shifting your mindset. It's not letting yourself stay stuck. Yeah, you're going to have those times you'll be frustrated, but you have to talk yourself through situations. You have to talk yourself through things and not let yourself stay stuck in the negative. It's not letting yourself be around people who tell you, oh, nothing will ever work out. We know those people. It could be people on social media. It could be your relatives. It could be your spouse or significant other. It could be your relatives. It could be your quote unquote friends. And it could even be ourselves. I want to tell all of you, every single one of you, remind yourself, I deserve to be happy. I deserve to have peace. I deserve to be loved. I deserve to be respected. Now, that starts with us. We have to give ourselves the permission to let go of things. Now, I know that that's something very hard for me, because if you're a person who's like me and you want to control the situation, you want to control what other people do, and you want to ask, why did this happen? Why is it happening to me? Like the ground is crumbling underneath us. Every single one of us as adults gets challenged, gets backstabbed, gets disappointed, goes through things, experiences loss, has challenges every day. But it's allowing ourselves to, when we're in that space, in that zone, in that thought process, maybe when you're not thinking very good mentally, allowing your mind to shift from that. Say, nope, I'm not going to stay stuck in this. I'm going to get up, go outside, go for a walk, let myself think, let myself heal, let myself breathe. Make sure you're calling your accountability partners, your mentors, your coaches, your support team. When we don't feel strong, that is the time where you lean on your circle of love. Now, I've said this many, many times, motivators. It's very important for you to have people in your circle that support you through everything, whether you make good decisions or you make bad decisions. They're there and they support you through everything. They'll hold your hand. Sometimes they'll give you a kick in the tush when we need it. They will encourage you. They'll support you. They listen to you. And it's not a judgmental zone, but they know what you're capable of. It's so important for us to have people in our circle of love to know our potential. See, sometimes we forget about our potential. We only think about the moment that we're in, the situation we're in, the financial bracket, whatever. We only think about the situation that we're going through. So it's important that you have people that when you're falling, when the ground is crumbling, when you have a poor attitude, when whatever situation, and you're just not in a good space, that you make that phone call. You stop by. You make appointments, but we have to do things because why, motivators? Because we love ourselves. And because you love yourself, you give yourself the permission to walk through the pain. See, and that's something that is so hard to do when you're going through a difficulty, is facing the pain. And we don't want to face the pain. We don't want to face the situation. We rather ignore it. We rather do whatever, but not face it. Run the other way, ignore it. We do all of those things. We do those things very well. But I give you this encouragement and this motivation today to widen your lens. The next time you are facing a fear, the next time where you went through a disappointment or you feel sad, lean on your strong people. Lean on your circle of love that will support you through everything. Yes, turn your pain into your power. Yes, divine timing. Yes, life isn't easy, but having the right attitude and the right people beside you helps it to be a lot better. Exactly, Miss Nexie. We have to allow ourselves. I know sometimes, like when I have that attitude and I'm rolling my neck, rolling my eyes, not always having the best attitude or kissing my teeth and just frustrated about situations. This is a time where if we can't shift our attitude, we need to call, we need to talk to somebody, we need to listen to something positive, we need to read some encouraging material to get our attitude readjusted and reset so that we can get back on track to where we need to be. See, widening your lens involves so many things. It's opening our mind, opening our heart to healing, to reminders, to personal growth, and it's encouraging ourselves. I want to say this to something, and I know that I'm not the only one. I know many of us motivators family go through this. We can be our own challenge. We can get in the way of our own winning, our own light, our own using our own gifts and talents. We can sabotage our own success. We'll tell ourselves, "Oh, that won't work." Or I'm not smart enough, or I can't do certain things. So, in widening our lens, when we feel that way, when we feel I'll never get through this, I can't do this, this is where you lean back. This is where you fall back into the people that you trust, the people who have never led you wrong, the people who encourage you and love you. And that's when you make the call, and it means having some humility. It means checking your ego. I know so many times when I'm feeling a certain way and I just feel like jacking somebody up. I just want to slap somebody. I just want to do something. I want to get some revenge. But I know better. That's when I call my circle of love. I lean on my mentors and my coaches and my really good friends and my spiritual support. I lean on what I need. So what I'm saying to all of my motivators family, when we feel in that dark space or that negative space, or when we know we're about to do something that we know we shouldn't do, give yourself that opportunity to check your ego, to widen your lens, widen your perspective, change your mindset, and listen to somebody. Sometimes just take a deep breath. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. Because one bad decision can ruin so many things. I've seen it so many times within the job that I do. People make one bad decision and they ruin everything. They ruin their marriage. They ruin friendships. They ruin business opportunities, all because they didn't take time to pause and to think, I shouldn't do that. That's not a good decision. And when you feel that way, listen to those who really have your back. I don't mean going and just asking advice from Dick, Tom, and Harry. That's not what I mean, because you can't trust everybody. Yes, Miss Nexie, we know those low vibrational people that we need to learn how to survive around. Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here, Axina Motivation. Hey, Liz, how are you doing? I'm doing well. Appreciate you being here. Yes, I really appreciate that. Yeah, Gio, I'm being honest. I'm being 100% honest. We all have those times where we want to jack people up. You just grab them up, slap them up, do something, get some revenge, reveal something about what they've done. But that's immature. That's low vibrational. And we're not on that vibration. We're better than that. And I want somebody to say that I'm better than that. I have to remind myself when I feel like going there, when I feel like going backwards and falling back to what I used to do or what you used to do. Now you say, no, I'm better. I'm healed. I'm happy. And I'm more conscious. When you're more conscious of who you impact, whether that's your children, your siblings, whatever you do for your business, your profession, you know, when you know better, you do better. Because sometimes we can't even think about ourselves. Think about who depends on you and how disappointed they would feel if you did X, Y, and Z. For me, that always stops me from doing something when I want to do something and get some revenge. I said, no, I'll disappoint them, or I'll hurt them, or I'll hurt myself. One thing that we have to remind ourselves, I deserve better. I can do better. I'm not who I used to be. Here's a reminder to every single one of you. I'm better. I'm better than I used to be because I have the knowledge, because now I have the light. You have the light, you have the energy, your vibes are higher. You're vibrating higher than you used to be because you know of your potential. You know of your gifts. You know of what you can do. It's not like before where you were, I don't know. No, you're sure. You're sure of yourself. You believe in yourself. Now you're introduced to confidence and self-esteem. See, your lens has been widened. See, we're not going backwards, motivators. We're not doing that. We're not going backwards. We're going forward. We're not going to let situations, we're not going to let difficulties, we're not going to let other people and their assumptions and what they think or what happened in our past or the people who disappointed us or the ones that have so many slick things to say out of their mouth about you, about who you are and what you can do. No. Don't let yourself be down in that pit of negativity. Don't lower yourself to their level. Rise above. Rise above and be better. That's what I want to say to every single one of you motivators family. Rise above and be better. Okay? Yes, wellness, you are. I'm better than that. Yes, Boss Life Online. Yes, when you know better, you do better. Or we should, right? We should. So in those times, the next time you get to that fork in the road where you want to do something, you could just sock somebody right in their throat box. You could do something, you could say something negative, you could start a rumor. No, choose the higher road, choose the higher plane, choose to widen your lens and say, I'm better. I don't have to do anything to get back at people because I'm a stronger, I'm a better, I'm an elevated woman, or I'm an elevated man. So with that comes the responsibility for me to be better and to be a great example. And that's when you applaud yourself. That's when you applaud yourself, because I know during those times where I know I could have went down a very dark path, because that's the thoughts don't stop coming to our mind where we want to get revenge, because that's natural as a human. Somebody does something to us and we want to get back at them and we want to get even and we want to do this and we want to do that. But no, remind yourself, motivators, I'm better, I'm stronger, I'm healed, I'm courageous. I don't doubt myself. I know of my abilities and gifts. So because of that, with that knowledge, with that strength, with that elevation, with that perspective, we are going to do better. We've just widened our lens. And that's when you pat yourself on the back. And I want to say this to every single one of you motivators who are listening now live or in the replay. I want for you to pat yourself on the back. We do not do that enough. We go through these major traumatic situations. We go through these disappointments. We go through these difficulties, and we just keep going. We don't encourage ourselves. So whoever needs to hear it, I want you to say this to yourself. I celebrate myself. I am proud of me. And I know that every single one of us has a different sort of challenge. My challenge is not yours and yours is not mine. But whatever it is, we must celebrate ourselves. We must widen our lens. Don't wait for somebody to celebrate you. Don't wait for the spouse or significant other, a friend, a job to open up their mouth and say you're doing a great job. You must do that for yourself. I'm proud of me. I celebrate me. I love me. I am healed. I am somebody. There's your reminder. Don't wait for somebody to give you that permission to say it out your mouth. You have to have confidence. You have to love yourself. Don't wait for people to be your friend. Friend yourself. I have whole conversations with myself and I say that. When I have those moments where it could go left really quickly, I said, no, we're not going backwards. Nope, we're not going to do that because I know better and I am better. I challenge myself to be amazing. I challenge myself to be great. Hi, Jenny. How are you doing? Welcome in. Yes, Miss Nexie. I celebrate me. I celebrate me for every time where I should have laid down. I should have given up. I celebrate my courage. I respect myself. I love me when I had the opportunity. See, what people don't understand is that it's not that you didn't have opportunities to get even, to get back, to do wrong things, but you did it because you have values, because you have morals, because you have goals, because you love yourself, because you know better. See? That's a celebration in itself. That's widening your lens. When you have an opportunity to do wrong and you don't, that's when you should celebrate yourself. Every time when I get tempted, because I'm human, I get tempted. I get challenged that I want to do something wrong. I want to get even. I want to, nobody will know but me. Remember, what goes around comes around. What you do to somebody, it will always come back to you. So even when you can maybe get away with something for the moment, when you do underhanded things, or as my term, snakish, you do some slithery thing, you bite people in the back, you try to drag them down like that crab in the barrel, it will come back to you. How we treat others is what we get as well. So be mindful of that. Be mindful. How we treat others is going to come back to you. So I know that we're not perfect. We can't always do everything right, but try your best. When you have an opportunity, right now I could say something really slick. Right now, I could really punch you in your throat box. Right now, I could go and start a rumor. Right now, I could tell a lie, but I choose not to. I choose not to. I choose the better portion. I choose to be healed. I choose to widen my perspective because I have people that respect me. I have people that love me. And ultimately, because I love myself. And I want to look at myself in the morning every day, and I want to like who I look at. I love that these days. I can look at myself in the mirror and say, I respect myself because I did the right thing. I respect myself because I get up every time when I don't feel like it. I celebrate myself and I tell myself, I am so proud of me. I am so proud of me. People just don't understand, other people on the outside, they don't know what's going on with you mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually, physically. They have no idea. And the majority of people do not care. They don't care nothing about you, what you're dealing with, what you're going through. People just want you to have the smile on your face, or they only want you to be around so that they can use you. Don't worry about those people. Don't worry about those people in your life, okay? Thank you so much for all the thumbs up, everybody. Realist says, we got to give ourselves praise because there's always going to be folks looking to pick out the negatives in us. I remember, and thank you for your comment, Realist. I remember when my mentor, what she said to me many years ago before she passed. And she encouraged me with that. Don't let others highlight, whatever flaws we have. That's why it's important for us to, be able to come to grips with it. If you know something about yourself, you know something about your past, you've worked on it and you've healed it. When somebody comes at you with something, it doesn't hurt you and you're like, okay, yeah. And next, like whatever. Things cannot touch you and hurt you until you give people permission to hurt you. That's something I had to learn. I didn't understand that. Nobody can hurt you. Nobody can take your power away from you unless you give it away. See, that's widening your lens. Not everything people say to us, not everything people do to us is a personal attack. I had to learn that. And I don't know who is like me that has been that way as well. Not everything that happens to us is about us. Some people are just going through things, or they're immature, controlling, jealous, whatever. They need to work on themselves as a man or as a woman. And it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with me. So I had to learn to stop taking things personal. It's not always me. Sometimes it can be about us. But the majority of things that we go through on the day-to-day has nothing to do with us. People are just in their own world trying to survive. Just sometimes we get the brunt of an attack, or people disrupt us or grieve our spirit for the moment. But then you just say, okay, that's not me, that's yours. Give people back their business. Give people back. Don't take on other people's problems and try to fix it. Don't feel that everything has to do with you. Not everything has to do with us. Yeah, those folks don't even matter, right, realists? I found out some people actually envy the ones that are content with themselves. Yeah, I found that as well, realists. Sometimes when you're out there shining so brightly, you're so happy, you've come to a space where you've healed, you're smiling, you're working on yourself, you're living your life, you're not allowing your past or whoever did X, Y, and Z to you, One of my favorite lines from the movie Pinocchio is, I got no strings on me. And that's that was like major thing. I remember writing that in my journal when I was going through therapy. Sometimes we allow people to manipulate us. We allow people to make us feel a certain way, and we have to ask ourselves why. Why am I letting this person affect me? Why am I letting this person get to me? Because most of the time, what hurts us and what pains us is when somebody says something to us that's true. When we really need to do some growing, when we really need to do some maturing, that's when things hit us. So don't allow people to manipulate you or to turn you this way or that way, or to keep you stuck. Don't let people have strings on you. Don't let people have attachments to you. Cut those strings, walk away. Okay? I wanted to say that to everybody. Don't allow others to have these ties, these holes. And I want to say something to all of my motivators family. It's just something that just came in my spirit. I want to talk for a moment in speaking about widening your lens. I want to speak for a moment about breaking generational curses, breaking generational ties. Because a lot of times when we go through situations, whatever it may be, however you grew up, however the culture was, how you were treated, the attitude that people had around you, the amount of money that people had, what was your socioeconomic status, all of those things. We don't have to stay there. I want to give you all a reminder that you can break a generational curse. You don't have to do what your mom did or your grandmother or whoever raised you. You don't have to bring that into the next generation. See, I didn't want to do that. I made a choice to widen my lens that I wasn't going to be associated with the bitter, angry Black woman. I didn't want to be that. I didn't want to be the complainer. I didn't always want to be the one talking about what I want to do and never do it. See, that's widening your lens. That's breaking a generational curse. That's elevating your mind. That's shifting your mindset. So the question is, will you allow yourself to widen your lens? That's a question that I asked myself years ago when I was in therapy. Will I allow myself to widen my lens, or will I stay stuck and just fixate on what happened to me or what others did? Or will I allow myself to be more open, to elevate, to grow? Will I allow myself to heal? That's a big difference, what most people do not do. Most people do not allow themselves to heal from their past. They let themselves stay stuck. They let themselves be negative. They complain their whole life away from whatever happened to them, whatever hurt them, whatever harmed them, and they stay in that. See, I want to say to every single one of you, I give myself permission to heal from my past. I give myself the permission to break all of the generational things that happened to me. I will not do this for the next generation of brothers and sisters, the next generation of parents, the next generation of whatever it is that happens for many generations within maybe your relatives. Will you give yourself the permission to break it? Or will you stay stuck? Simple things like not letting yourself go to doctor's appointments and check on yourself. Communicate, maybe where you didn't grow up knowing how to communicate, or it makes you feel uncomfortable, or being accountable for yourself. We all know what are the things that happens in generations of your quote unquote family. We all have things. But will you allow yourself to widen? Will you allow yourself to elevate? Will you allow yourself to be different? See, that's an abundant mindset. It's one of my favorite books by Lisa Nichols, and she talks about the abundant mindset. Will you allow yourself to feel that abundance can happen for me? And I know for a long time, for many years, almost the majority of my life, I would never allow myself to get abundance because I would speak things over myself. That's not for me. That's not for people who look like me. Nobody in my family has ever done that. Nobody has ever done the business. Well, guess what? To have abundance, sometimes we have to do what nobody has ever done. See, I had to start speaking over myself and speaking over my life. The change starts with me. The change is inside of me. See, that's widening your lens. That's not making excuses about whoever X, Y, and Z did. Now, today is a new day. Today, I'm a new person. Today, I'm healed. Today, I'm happy. Today, I'm at peace. And today, I love myself. I want you all to say that to yourself from time to time. I'm better. I'm elevated. I'm strong. I am courageous. I am somebody, and I believe in myself. And let me tell you, no matter what is happening, whatever strongholds that have been put on you, no matter what people have said, whatever doubts and fears you have, it all drops off. It releases. We release ourselves from being caged in by negative thoughts, by bad attitudes, by lack of support, when we remind ourselves that we can do things. I can do great things. I can make big changes. I can work on me. I can be happy. I can be at peace. I can do the uncomfortable things today so that I can be comfortable later. Let me tell you, that right there shifted my mindset, shifted my life, and shifted me that I deserve. I deserve it. I deserve to have better things, so I will do better. I'll do something different than what nobody around me has ever done. The change starts with me. And the same thing to all of my motivators family. I want to remind you all that the change starts with you. Whatever it is that you're going through today, I hope this conversation and this message has reached someone. I hope it's reached your head. I hope it's reached your heart for you to get some elevated thinking, shifting your attitude, shifting your perspective, and giving you these gentle reminders. I can do great things. I'm capable. This is within me. And it is. So remind yourself of that. It's within me to do great things. It's within me to heal. I can forgive. I'm capable of forgiveness, not only of others, but I'm capable of forgiving myself. Let me tell you, that right there, when we forgive ourselves, we challenge all of society's norms, because society wants us to be angry and to bitter and to complain and to blame other people. When no, we're different motivators family, aren't we? We're different because we're accountable, we're healed, we do our best to make peace, we put in the hard work, we believe that abundance can come to us when we do the right thing, when we stay consistent, when we treat other people in the right way. We know how to walk away, and we know what is meant to be for us and what's in our lane. I want to say this to all of my motivators family. Walk in your lane. Walk in your path. The path that is meant to be for you. Walk in it. Yeah, it's going to be uncomfortable sometimes. Yeah, there will be fear. But that's when you lean on your mentors and your coaches. That's when you encourage your mind. You read positive material. You stop hanging around people who are not progressive, people who aren't doing anything with their life. See, to widen your lens, we have to be accountable. We have to encourage ourselves. We have to be our own cheerleader and our own best friend. It's a reminder that you can do it. And put it in first person. I can do it. Yes, you can. I can do it. Yes, Axina, motivation. Change starts with me. Change starts with you. Change starts with me as well. I thank you all so much for tapping in and joining in on today's podcast conversation. I hope, I wish, I pray that whatever is happening in your life, whatever you've been through, a hard road, a dark road, whether it's past or it's present, that you allow yourself to widen your lens, widen your perspective, shift your attitude, break generational curses, believe in yourself, have confidence, dust yourself off, and try again. And remind yourself, I'm worth it. I'm worth it. I want you to remind yourself, I'm worth it. I can do great things. Thank you so much, Boss Life Online. I appreciate it. And I appreciate all of my amazing moderators. Shout out to my members. I will see you all on Thursday for member-only live stream. I want to inspire you. This is why I do this channel. I want to inspire, to encourage, to help you to mindset shift. And I want to remind you, believe in you. Believe in you even when it seems insurmountable. It seems like, how can I do this? It is. A change starts just with that seed of hope. Remind yourself, hope exists for me. Yes, it does. Hope exists for you. Hope exists for me. Have confidence. Surround yourself with a positive support system and keep going. Rinse and repeat. I believe in you all. Hey, OG Brand. Yes, you're welcome. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, for your support. Thank you all for all the words that you put into the comment section. I love when I get an exchange and find out what you guys are thinking as well. I hope this message resonated with somebody. I hope there was some nugget, some gem, something that you got that encouraged you today. Because this is the Motivated Podcast where we get inspired, we get motivated to think and to learn. Love yourself, believe in yourself, have confidence, and keep going. Thank you so much, Boss Life Online. Thank you, everybody who tuned in. I appreciate you. And anybody who's watching on the replay, please leave me a comment in the comment section below. I'm Marlene of Marlene Motivates, your channel for motivation, inspiration, and positivity. And you know what we say over here. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life. I will see you all back on Saturday. Saturday is going to be a special a part of the series that we do monthly of the Everyone Has, where I do a marathon of talking about different things and having different people come up and talk about certain things. But I'll let you know what the true title is, because you know that there's thieves on these YouTube streets that love to steal a title. So but just know it's going to be on the Everyone Has It's, and you'll find out on Saturday what it is. So there's going to be some guest appearances, and I can't wait for you guys to get some motivation and some encouragement. Thank you for tuning in. If you have not hit the like, if you have not subscribed, if you have not joined my channel membership, join my channel membership. It starts at $1.99. Go ahead and do so. You don't want to miss out on member-only live streams and videos. Thank you so much, and I will see you all on the next one.